Welcome, my young students, and welcome to the ranking of Master Splinter voices.
And yeah, well, maybe kind of like short again. We're just gonna make the best of it.
Yeah, but still, just honoring like one of the best characters ever. But yeah, let's share our screen right now. So, of course, we could just choose one by one, and of course, let's start with one of the best goats ever, Hoon Lee.
But yeah, I just gotta say, of all the Splinter portrayals, like whom Lee would have to be like, yes, of course, my personal favorites, and my favorite version of Shredder, the character himself, because in this version, yes, once again, being the version where Hamada Yoshi is human and is mutated into a giant rat, but I just gotta say, this version is at his absolute S game, not A game, S game. That's how you know how awesome he really was. And well, let's just discuss all the good things before we get to the sad part.
Yeah. So, seeing 2012's Master Splinter, yes, he was very good as a sensei and father to the turtles, and not just the turtles as well, like to April, Casey, even though he's afraid of rats, and of course Karai when they found out the truth. But yeah, Master Splinter, really great character from the franchise. And with Hoon Lee, what was surprising about Hoon Lee, when I heard his actual voice in an interview, I was like, no way, that's his actual voice, like, sounding so American.
I need to hear for myself because, well,
Me too.
But yeah, that's all I have to say. And Christian, you have anything to say about Hoon Lee?
Well, this was, of course, my introduction to Kunlu, and this is like taking a really impressive turn because not only wait, Spectre is still wise, of course, because normally Spectre is very wise and stuff, but he's also very strict with his sons.
Yeah.
I should say, yeah, you're right about that because like this version might have to be his most like strictest, even still being loving and caring, but still have his humorous moments here and there, which is also a pleasure to see. But god dang, he steals like every scene whenever it comes to a fight scene.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It's also hilarious. Like, whenever the first episode appeared, like before the turtles like did their stuff, they're like wanting to know who's gonna be leader, and Spectre's like, let me meditate on that. Leonardo is leader.
And saying the
And he's
confidence, and he's like,
also pretty much savage and like can be very angry easily because Leonardo and him were talking. I think it has something to do with cry or something. I can't remember, but I think they're talking. Leo said, "I'm glad you're not mad." And then Splinter said, "Who says I'm not mad?" And he just slammed his stick on his foot.
yeah. But yeah, I also said this, and when we were in private stream yesterday, one of my favorite scenes with Master Splinter is like the cheese phone. It's a very unique thing from him. Yeah.
Yep.
But now we have to get to the sad part. Actually, two times, because the first time when Master Splinter's sad death was, yeah, them against the mutants and Triceratons, but working together for a little bit until Shredder saw his chance and like this. Oh my God! Stabbed him.
Really,
Well,
literally.
that was the second time I saw him die because the first time was where he got killed by Super Shredder, but then the second time I found out was through a interview thing, like a live interview thing with the other actors, and they actually showed that clip.
Mm-hmm.
You mean before?
Yeah, before Christian. Remember, normal Shredder killed first, and then Super Shredder killed last. For his last death.
Yeah, that's true. But I still think the Super Shredder one is the status because I mean he's permanently dead. So yeah, I try to not like look at that scene too much anymore.
I mean, yeah, especially seeing the disbelief of like every Turtle's face and like April and Casey, especially Leonardo's face.
I know.
And them just carrying his body for honor. And although, yeah, I do remember in this one episode that he came back as a spirit.
Well,
He
yeah, that
did,
was
yes.
afterwards.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. This is everything about the Splinter was great. So altogether, S.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Fresh, you choose.
Yeah, a little bit of Nolan North, and it's from the video game Mutants in Manhattan. For me, I believe, like when I heard it for another time, a second time, it's kind of like it kind of sounds like Kevin Clash's version. Like that's what it kind of like sounded like. But what makes this even much more cooler is because Nolan is one of those dudes to like juggle other different characters. Like other than Splinter, he was also yes in the video game he was also Leonardo and Shredder, and of course we already know that he was Raphael and Krang and Bishop. That's what makes him so awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, even though he got to play him one time, I did hear his version 2 from the video game. Pretty good, yeah. So, like, overall, just wish he could have played him more, so my vote had to be B. No offense, Nolan.
No, I agree that.
Alright, Christian, your turn.
I think it's to say, let's go with the one that started it all, Peter Renaday.
Yes. Now, yeah, starting with the 80s, and yeah, he started off with this being Hamato Yoshi, and then transforming into a rat. And yeah, he actually did good. Like, because the difference between him and Hunley's Splinter is that, although yeah, Hunley's Splinter could be strict, Peter's was never really all that strict. Just very caring, like 2012. It was like soft and like teaching the trolls what they could do in the future.
Yeah, even though I didn't like hear this version of Spudger that much, but I do like his design a little.
Mm-hmm.
And what about his second voice actor, Townsend?
I mean, he only voiced him in one episode because during the 80s of the TMNT show, they were juggling with voice actors, even if like the voice, because they did explain this in the facts. Whenever a voice actor was unavailable, somebody had to take over their spots.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but anything from your side first with Peter?
Okay, I just gotta say, and like be for real about this. I just saying, like when I like first heard his voice splinter, I'm like, why does it kind of like make him sound like some kind of god? It's like, okay, just give him a type of voice that people want to like listen to, like you know, take it seriously. Oh, why don't I play him as God? And that's what he kind of sounds like. It's like if God were to have like a kind of voice, what would he sound like?
I guess that's what it would sound like. But in reality, it turns out to be a big rat, but you're okay with it because you actually want to listen to him.
BRB for a second.
Okay. I'll be right back. Too. Let's just get my plate.
Every single time.
Yeah, every time I go to your channel on my mom's laptop, it always plays that.
What do you think? That's why people said certain different videos.
Did you know that Donatello in Nickelodeon's current incarnation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series is voiced by the same guy that plays Raphael in the 80s Ninja Turtles?
I mean, who didn't catch that at first? Come on, it was obvious. Because with Target Call going to the other dimension with the OG Turtles, right away I just noticed it was both the same voice actors at the time.
Well, that was
You sound weird. Hurt yourself lately?
Yeah. But yeah, God, like, and what do you call it? I know that Peter also did some work with Marvel characters. Well, one of the surprising ones he did was at times, whenever they need presidents, he would voice Abraham Lincoln.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like
That's
one of the
cool.
times he voiced Abraham Lincoln was back at the barnyard.
I mean, like, well, that's good. I mean, even though I have seen Back in the Barnyard some few times, but it's good on for him.
Mm-hmm. So, overall, like, what do you guys say, like, from your side?
A.
Well, since it started all, which step?
He said A.
We'll go on ahead. Go on ahead.
I was going to say, since he started it all, of course, S.
All right, so fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Jackie Chan.
And what's so special about this one that you actually projected him, Blitz?
I did. Like, yeah, because I did the episode back in 2022. Well, the funny story is, he was my first choice overall because at the time I knew Seth Rogen would, like, produce, right, and, like, create this movie. And I knew his first choice for Splinter would be absolutely Jackie Chan because hello, Kung Fu Panda and all that.
Of course. And he actually nailed it.
Yeah, because no offense, because if you add his lines from the Mutant Mayhem movie to his lines from Monkey from all the Kung Fu Panda movies, Master Splinter still has more lines than Monkey. That's a little bit unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I kind of wish that Monkey had more lines. That's just kind of off-putting. As well, it's even more sadder that he actually has more lines in this Kung Fu Panda series that he's in.
But not by Jackie Chan, sadly. But what can I say? Jackie Chan, yeah, as you said, yeah, he really pulled it off as being a father figure as well. And yeah, having his jokes here and there. And what was so cool, I was reading this about the facts about his design. So it's basically a design from Danny DeVito and what was it, Jeff Bridges' character from The Big Lebowski.
No,
That's
you know.
so.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Well, I don't say big with Bowski, but it's good to know.
mm-hmm. But yeah, this is my opinion right now. So what about you guys?
Fresh?
What? I mean, like, what you already said, like from your side.
Oh no, I was gonna say you go first.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's a really nice touch. And it was really, and I like the ironic part is that he did play a rodent character from the Nut Job 2. So which is like, I guess, a much more better offer because I haven't seen the movie because I'm not really interested, but this is better for him. I'm just saying. And
It's actually not that bad.
And like what I do like is like when there's like allusions to like actors about like how like a reference to them, like in one scene where Splinter frees the turtles and he uses improvised fighting skills, kind of like how Jackie Chan is in real life, using like everyday items as weapons or anything like that. Improvise. That's awesome.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, his glasses might be a reference to Jackie Chan too, because he does wear glasses in real life too.
Well, actually, as I said before, the reference is from Danny DeVito because he wears glasses and like his white hair as well in the back. So that's the reference from Danny DeVito.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's alright. But one of my favorite parts about Master Splinter from Jackie Chan's side is like when he was explaining the origins of how he found the turtles.
Yeah, very wholesome.
Mm-hmm. And you guys?
I mean, like I already did say that. So, like I literally just said it. Very wholesome. That's all I can say.
And for me, yeah, I really like how Jackie pulled this off, and I like that he's like as strict as 2012 Splinter, but not that much. He's just a very protective dad, and he wants to be like what is best for his boys. And I'm glad that he like understood that they actually want you to like go out and see the world and not like have them be trapped in a sewer for all their lives. So I'm glad that they made them make their own choices and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, though. I don't like how people quickly assume because before the movie came out, actually no, if when I released it early in other countries or anything like that, people thought this Master Splinter was gay, and I was like,
Yeah, that's what, because I didn't mean.
Yeah, because of the character Scumbag. But here's the thing, though. Scumbag is a female.
Exactly. A lot of people finally realized that, and someone actually pointed it out. But yeah, that's actually very upsetting that someone thought he was gay because of that only.
Mm-hmm. But still, great leader, great father, and this is the jokes Jackie Chan pulled off. So yeah, I would put him an S.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, Fresh, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Tony some S from like the from BM Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, like it's Tony. I'm saying it's Shalab, I believe. Yeah, because what was so shocking about him is that he voices Luigi from the Cars movies.
What? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You did show me that. I forgot. It's funny because I watched Cars like a few days ago.
and he was in one of the Men in Black movies. Like, what do you call it? He played that one character that his head exploded, but it grew back like a little like head. If you remember that.
Shut up. That was
Yeah.
him?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Thank you for telling me that.
No problem. So with the MB universe for TMNT at the time, because critics, and yes, I actually believed them this time because from the director's side, this Splinter actually was really badass. I like the design, but again, the one thing the director did not understand is these guys are teenagers, but you make them like adults.
Yeah, like you made him over muscular, and yeah, that doesn't do well. And from what I heard, like I think one of them or all of the actors that were in the suits did not like feel comfortable in it.
No, and you know what's the sad part though? Because what do you call it? I watched his podcast with Alan Richardson, who played Raphael in that movie. He explained how him and the rest of the crew members went through hell because there are times where they had to go home, and of course they had to reserve a car, like a big van for them, but they would never show up because that means they had to pay them extra, and they were being such dicks to them.
Good lord.
I mean, yeah, that's not even the worst part too, because one of the other worst parts is like, okay, with Knoxville, because he voiced Leonardo in the first one, but the second one he didn't, because in an interview with Johnny Knoxville, he's confirmed that he was never, called back to play Leonardo again. So that's, the director's fault.
Oh my god.
So you can see. No, but here's the thing though. I'll give this, like, the second movie of the MB universe with TMNT was pretty much better than the first one, in my opinion.
Well, only because of
I
Frank
accept your
Bebop.
opinion.
Go on, Christian.
Yeah, I kind of agree too. Of course, I kind of stopped watching live action TMNT because I really don't like Megan Fox as April. That, to be honest, but hey, she's in both movies, so I'm surprised she did get fired for like insulting Michael Bay after like she did for Transformers 2, and that's why she wasn't in the third one because she called him Hitler or come related Hitler.
No. Here's the thing, though. He actually deserved that because you don't know anything about Michael Bay. That he's a very bad director and a very bad person in real life.
That is true, but she still got fired nonetheless, and I still can't believe that he hired her back. And I mean, I know it's not trustworthy related, but I still can't believe he hired her back after that comment.
But overall, enough of this bullshit. All right, so Fresh, from your side, what do you thought of his version of Master Splinter?
Yeah. Like, of course, the origin story was a little bit all right, even though if it was kind of stupid for him to like learn from a book instead of being, well, yeah, with this version actually being like a mutated rat and not human, like he could have just, well, I don't know, at least just tried to just learn like martial arts like full on instead of from a book. Like,
well, I mean, to be fair, he was like in a lab with April when she was young, along with the turtles. So I think it makes sense.
Yeah, but overall, despite the movie and everything, I think Tony did a really decent job. For me, I would put him an A.
I was thinking the same thing too.
All right, Christian, I know who you're gonna pick, so just say the name.
All right, without further ado, the Honorable Mako.
Yes. Now, this is kind of sad and kind of like good in a way because, first off, with this TMNT movie back in 2007, it was like one of the best ones at the time, and just hearing the stories. And the fact is, this is like one of the few TMNT movies where you don't get like these like, what is it, big shot celebrities playing the turtles. For once, they actually use like professional voice actors for the turtles.
And what's interesting about this film is actually technically the fourth live action TMNT, because this is actually taking place after the three live action TMNTs. Because if you see the scene where Splinter puts the General Dude's helmet on the display case, you guys see Shredder's helmet, the time sector, and the canister from the three movies. So.
Mm-hmm. But of course, Mako, who you fans would know him as Aku from Samurai Jack, and of course Uncle Iroh from Avatar. Yeah, and then Mako, he did really great with Master Splinter half the time. But here's the sad part though. During his recording, of course, he was going through lung cancer and everything. And when they finished shooting for the movie, like with the lines and everything, the next day he sadly passed away during production.
And one of the times you did tell me this Blitz, and it was only for this one scene with him and Raphael. He was voiced by Greg Baldwin.
Greg Baldwin, but actually not just for that scene. I also found out at that time he also voiced him in certain scenes as well, like the fighting scene as well. It was half him and Mako at the same time.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, you're right. It is sad when he died the next day. In fact, I never saw it. And I know he's not related to like TNT, but I should talk about this because it's important. The last time he voiced someone was of course Iroh, and it was of course that episode where it's talking about his son and seeing that song. What's sad that he was actually crying because he knew he was about to pass away.
No, I heard that too. Like Mako was actually crying during the booth, and that picture of his son is actually representing Mako when he was young.
Yeah, and it's Mako on the screen too, so they knew how to honor a great man.
Yeah, except one person at least. Yeah, I'm sorry for this first, but I have to say this because I did say this one time. The one person that disrespected Mako was Nostalgia Critic.
No. You don't need to apologize. Like, I do know that was disrespectful because he didn't. I guess he wasn't aware that he was like dying at the time. Like, again, I just only watch it because just for like for comedy. I know it can be controversial, but
no, I get it. You watch it for comedy. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I was just saying for sorry in advance in a way.
Well, yes, it was disrespectful. I will say that, yes.
Because and here's the thing though, before he made fun of Mako's voice, in his review, he actually called Mako Mako. I'm like, wait, what? Do you not know how to do your research?
This is basically 2010 Avatar last editor syndrome, like with Ong.
Well, look, many other people can pronounce certain names or words like different ways, like Mario, colors with a U. I mean, like that type of stuff. That not just freaking M. Night Shyamalan Avatar crap.
Yeah.
By
the way, Fresh, fellow Sonic fan, you ever heard anybody call Sonic Sanic?
Come on, that's only just for the meme. I mean, like if they did it for real, I mean, like that would have been just plain.
Yeah.
Or I feel like that teacher played by Michael Keegan.
Michael Key.
Thank you. I just screwed up. He would call Sonic Sonic.
Sonic. That's Sonic here. It's Sonic, son of a bitch. Anyways.
Oh, hey, Kev.
Yeah, I saw his comment as well. How you doing?
Hi, Kevin.
Dude, he's gonna be ticked if you do that. He's tired of that.
Yeah, Kevin.
I know. I just do this one time.
He did explain that he doesn't like that anymore. He just did it. Anyways, again, going back with Mako, yeah, it's just like the endemic because even though he was still hurting his lungs, he was still doing the best he can just to voice a very memorable character, and that's what I liked.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Mako, as always. You're a great man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And for him, just the honor of S.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, then me. Okay. I'm going to go with Darren Dustin. Now, he voiced Master Splinter in Team 2003. And I actually like his version because this is one of the stories where he's actually erratic first, and then Yeah, Master Splinter. And I actually saw the backstory of like he was raised by a Hamato Yoshi, funny enough. And yeah, this is like his version. I like in general. It's kind of similar. Like it's like a combination both with Peter and Hoon's like versions, of course, but he could not be strict at all at one point because I remember this one episode of TMT 2003 where Leonardo was being so rough with him that he actually hit him in the head like really hard. And
Yeah,
at first, I
actually
thought
hit Leo.
no. You didn't hear my story. In one episode of TMT 2003, Leo was getting rough with fighting, and because he was so sick and tired of getting, using the same technique for like ninja skills or anything like that. So he's getting rough with like Splinter because they were both fighting for training, and like Leo, he didn't mean to do this, but he actually hit him in the head.
Oh, Leo hit him. Oh my gosh.
And at first, I thought Master Splinter would like get angry, but he was actually, he's like, it's okay. And Leonardo just explains that he just wants a new like sensei to like teach him some techniques, and that's what Splinter did actually. Send him and yeah, into the desert where he met a new sensei that was voiced by Sean Schemmel.
Is that the guy that was like small and chubby?
Yes. You like chocolate?
That's like,
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, like chocolate? Give me chocolate. Ooh, I like chocolate. Yeah.
does it actually sound like that?
Yeah, that's how he actually sounds like. Do you have chocolate? Give me chocolate. Do you have crackers? Give me crackers. Nom, 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 nom.
Wow. But I'm glad that Splinter actually understood Leo, that he did not get upset or anything. He actually understood his anger. That's a good father.
He is. And then other episodes. Oh yeah, of course. With fast forward, of course, when they introduced in the future, not only did he help the turtles, of course, this whole helping Cody and the rest of the gang from like the new house and everything, and especially with the Dark Turtles, because there was one episode where Dark Leo got injured, but they took him in, and in one of the scenes, Master Splinter actually gave him a speech about what was it, the frog and the scorpion, and
And what was it about?
so basically, the scorpion needed help, like crossing, water, and he was talking to the frog, saying, "If you let me in your back, I won't, sting you." So the frog
Oh, wait, my dad told me that story before. Yeah.
agreed. And at the end, yeah, the scorpion sting the frog. He's like, "Why?" Because it's in part of my nature. So yeah, and yeah,
So he technically backstabbed him.
Mm-hmm. And what I like about Darren's like version of Master Splinter, because I think he used a very similar voice or like performance when he voiced it. That what was it? What was his name from Sonic X? That Butler.
Mr. Tanaka.
Yeah, that was surprising.
I keep forgetting
Because-
that they share the same voice actor because I got just to him and TNT first, I think, and then it was Sonic X. I can't remember, but it's still awesome that they voiced both characters.
He was also in Yu-Gi-Oh playing Maximilian Pegasus.
I also forgot that too. So it's ironic that and all three, he played all three of those characters, which all happen to be in 4 Kids.
Oh, don't forget, he's also in Pokemon. He voiced majority of the Pokemon characters when 4 Kids was still on.
And that's 4 for 4 then. That 4 Kids. That made it funny.
You want a 4 for 4
seriousness.
from Wendy's? You want a 4 for 4 from Wendy's? I got you. Go ahead. Anyways, no, okay.
Darren did great. Yeah, I'm glad he got to voice him, and yeah, also which version of 2003's what did you like? His original version or the modern version where they redesigned the characters?
Honestly, I gotta go with the original because I don't know what they did that time when they brought him back to the city. I didn't even watch that part of the series because when I finished with Fast Forward, I was like, yeah, I'm done with the 4 Kids version for now, and just move on to the '80s one or the 2012 one, just to experience some more. But yeah, that's just on my opinion. But otherwise,
yeah, I kind of agree with you guys. I'm not too. Sorry.
Huh? Oh wait, what did you say, Christian?
I was gonna say I kind of agree with you because I didn't like how they redesigned the turtles, so I do like the original better.
And Fresh, what do you think of Darren's version?
Okay, I haven't really seen much of 2003, but I will soon, so I'll take you guys' like words for it.
Oh, I guess Christian got a pass for that. Okay. All right.
Oh, I
So
got asked for saying the Kevin thing.
yeah, apparently. Anyways,
Oh,
so
thank you, Kevin.
for Darren's version, I would put in an S.
All right, we got two left.
All right, Fresh, go ahead.
Matthew Yang King from the video game of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. His version, yeah, he just sounds like the stereotypical generic wise master. Like that's all it is. And what's even much more cool is that other than Splinter, he was also Shredder, and that was wow.
Yeah, I heard his version too because there are a lot of times he actually voices Splinter or Shredder. One of the few times I heard it from was like when they were trying to choose a new show for TMNT at the time, and yeah, that was the result of Rise of TMNT.
Good one.
But overall, from my opinion, I'd just give him B next to Nolan.
Yeah.
And speaking of Rise of TMNT, here's his actor, Eric Balza.
Okay, before we say anything, no offense, Eric, but Jesus. Okay, Rise of TMNT, good concept at first, but there are certain things that didn't add up. Because of Eric's version, he was something, I gotta say.
A D. That.
Yeah. Like,
And what I don't want. No, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Oh, okay. So what I was gonna say, I didn't watch all the episodes, but I've seen some certain clips where he doesn't even like help the turtles at times here and there. He's like usually sitting in his couch or like eating or anything like that.
You know what it reminds me of? If you ever watched Yin Yang Yo, he's basically Yo.
Ah, I see.
And I was gonna say, what I don't like about Rise of the TNT that he made Raphael the leader instead of Leo.
I mean, what do you expect? Like that's why like all these things change. Like what about April, huh? Like switching from either like grown woman and white girl, black girl,
Yeah, that I don't like either. I'm not racist or anything, but I'm just saying, why did they go with that concept?
I mean, I had no problem with it because going with different versions, everything. But listen, this is why we have variants of like multiple characters today. Okay, so going back with Eric's, like, yeah, I said my opinion. All right, Fresh, what's your opinion?
Okay, didn't really see the show that often because I'm like, oh geez, this is like Teen Titans blah, but Ninja Turtle version, just why? The only good thing was Rob Paulson being like the voice director, and of course Eric is another one of those awesome worthy guys to handle other timeless under characters because other than Tiger Claw, yes, he juggled Leo, Donnie, and is that it?
Hun. Hun.
Yeah, yes, thank you. Yeah, Hun.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said before from the start, no offense, Eric, but golly, and yeah, when you just mentioned that Fresh with the Teen Titans blah, now I see it. This is like, you have a great cast, but the thing is, and I'm not blaming Rob for this, it's like how they play it out. Like, because it's either, you wanted it to be a kid show, but at least add some more action to it because what I heard recently, I think it was the movie from 2022 and from Netflix, and it actually did really good. So, because I guess it had more action than they have in like certain episodes.
Well, just action and hearts, and because like aside from throwing jokes around, because everybody needs to be all funny and stuff. It's only just for the kids. Just make it tame. But come on, this is Ninja Turtles, where you need to like bring your A game to just do your homework to just make it like bring the respect for the franchise. For God's sakes.
Exactly. Oh, I forgot to mention this for the 2007 version. Okay, speaking of which, I did not like what they did with this because after the 2007 movie, they were supposed to have a sequel about Mikey being the last Ronin.
Ooh.
Yeah. And they actually wrote the script and everything, but it never got picked up. But I'm glad they actually, thought of the idea of having a live action one, but that's interesting enough. I just hope they don't go in the hands of the MB version and just like go for a badass version. Kind of like Batman in a way, but still like just avenge his brothers in a way.
Yeah, they almost did. They had to do like follow certain rules for that movie, but still.
Hmm. Because the one of the few times I seen like Mikey as the last Ronin was, yeah, they actually referenced it from TMNT 2003.
Huh.
Hmm. Because what do you call it? There was a future where Donnie actually went to the future, and all the turrets are like split up and everything. And yeah, that's why I saw the last Ronin, and I was like, oh okay. And in that future, Leo was actually blind.
Really?
Yeah, but hey, okay. So overall, for what's this? For Eric Bauza, damn. Okay, yeah, B.
I mean, it is Bowser, so it's kind of fitting.
That's not the point, though.
Yeah. Well, everybody, that was the casting for Master Splinter, the voices over the years, and yeah, because overall, this proved that to yourself that you could be the best mentor ever to like Turtles or anything else like that. Oh yeah. Alrighty then. Well, peace, dudes.
Peace.